the channel. This is we're starting off with a beauty here. This is a beautiful picture of Angelina's face underneath or over that. I'm assuming that's a California sunset, but it could be many places in the world. But because she lives in California, I'm just going to guess it's there. And that's something that California has that we don't have in New York State. We have the sun. We have sunrises, but we don't have the sunsets. Well, we do, but ours is not going to be over the Pacific Ocean. It's going to be over something else. Usually, in my area, it's going to be over a lake, or it could be over mountains or hills or all kinds of other things. But it will not be over the Pacific Ocean. So, and that's a beautiful sight, isn't it? That's something special when you can watch that, I believe. And then I get the sunrise every morning in my window, and I just think that is spectacular every day. Now, we don't get as much days of pure sunshine as California does, most of California. But on the sunny days, it is just one spectacular scene, I gotta say. So, let us do the hashtags. Angelina Jordana, Angelina Jordan, best artist in the world. Love you, positive vibes, Mozart's art, heart, original sound, Mozart's. Just watch it one more time. It's only 15 seconds. It's beautiful. Lied to you. I said one more time. I went about one and a quarter. Couldn't help it. Just got caught up in the moment. So let us move on to the next one. There's three of them today. Okay, so we have Angelina Jordana, Angelina Jordan, best artist in the world. Love you, positive vibes, heart, original sound, Angelina Jordan. And yeah, Angelina, and this is a nice profile shot. She's just she's a beautiful person. You know, some people are gifted with being beautiful, and some are not. Now, I'm not saying I'm completely ugly. I happen to think I have some. You know, let's get a better look at this thing. Yeah. See, aren't I lovely? Okay, yeah, I'm beautiful, aren't I? Take these glasses off when I'm getting my headphones. There we go. Fix my hair. Oh yeah, looking good. Side profile. Usually looking up, so people look better, like me, maybe, if I look up. Having a little fun today. So yeah, Angelina's, me competing with her would be, let's not talk about it. Okay? So, and I'm not trying to compete with Angelina. Angelina is, in my mind, she is a beacon of hope for all of humanity. I think that's an understatement. Okay, so I'm not putting anything on her. She doesn't have to do anything. Just be herself. It's not. I don't want her to have to live up to anything. She is the embodiment of that. So she doesn't have to do anything out of the ordinary. Just be herself and chase her dreams. Continue on the path towards her dreams. I think she's going to make it with no problem. And I am here as long as I can be to be on the journey with her. So, anyway, yeah, beautifully. Now, in this particular picture, I think I sent some, let's watch. I'll stop it, which I don't often do. I'm going to stop it right there. Beautiful picture, no doubt. But she looks like she's maybe in a contemplative mood. I'll leave it there. I don't know what she's contemplating, but I think she's in a contemplative mood, and that's okay. You know, we all have ups and downs. You know, good moods, bad days, good days. Seems like Angelina is always having a great day, especially when she's around a microphone and is able to sing us something. But me, I'm having a better day whenever I can see Angelina do anything. You just this picture right here is good enough. So let us move on to the next picture. Well, no, let's play this one out. It's only a few seconds left. I don't like it. That sunset is beautiful, man. Let's move on to the next picture if TikTok will let me. No, TikTok is not allowing me. There we go. Oh, there it was a second ago. Okay, that's the one.
Many nights we've prayed with no proof anyone could hear. In our hearts a hopeful soul we barely understood. Now we are not afraid, although we know there's much to fear. We were moving mountains long before we know we could. Oh, there can be miracles when you believe. Though hope is frail, it's hard to kill. Who knows what miracles you can achieve when you believe. Somehow you will where you believe. In this time of fear, when prayer so often proves in vain, hope seems like the summer birds too swiftly blown away. Yet now I'm standing here, my heart's so full I can't explain, seeking faith and speaking words I never.
Aries. Aries has been hanging around Juliette long enough that she just wants to be in constant motion, I think, like Juliette. So Juliette's thinking, yeah, come on, Aries, let's go get in some trouble. I don't think they actually get in much trouble, to be honest. I think that the whole family has this artistic thing, and they're always creating and looking for beauty in the world. And what a wonderful thing that is. So, yeah, and, you know, I'm crying a little bit. I know. Where can you see that the best? Yeah, I don't know, maybe like that, right? So, yeah, because of the beauty. You know, I don't know who put this song with this video, but it's like perfect. And to see those two little beautiful girls, and Juliette, and Mom. This is Michelle, the mom, in case you haven't. We don't get to see a lot of Michelle, so if you haven't ever seen the girl's mom, there she is. That's Michelle. And it's how do you perfection, a miracle. You know, even if you're not a religious person, I mean, think about it for a minute. The miracle of creation, the miracle of life. I'm not a religious person either, okay? I call myself a heathen, which should give you some idea of where I'm at in a religious standpoint. And if I feel like I'm smart one day, I call myself more of a scientist or somebody that believes in, you know, I try to find explanation for things. And when you think about creation, life, this beautiful work of art right here, that was created by two people. Started it, you know, and then they were able to create life, a child, and eventually the child joins us walking around and doing things, and it's such a beautiful, it's perfection. It's perfection. Even when they're cranky and crying and they're fussing a little bit and all that, it's still, you know, there's the balance of the universe. This is the way I look at it, okay? Remember, everything, I believe that everything in the universe, it's made up of equal amounts of both positive and negative energies. Okay, this is what I believe. Now, if you're, you know, if you're a Christian, you could go with Alpha and Omega. You could go with a lot of different things that are the same thing in different words and depicted differently for purposes of discussion and so on. But yeah, equal amounts of positive and negative energy, just like heaven and hell, if you believe in that kind of a thing. Okay, and they both need each other to exist in order for them to exist. So why am I bringing it up when we're looking at Aries here? Because she, like every other thing, everything that has substance, everything that exists, is made up of equal portions of positive and negative energies. That's what makes atoms be atoms. If it wasn't for atoms, there'd just be miscellaneous pieces of whatever floating around, not connected, not doing anything. You need that. You need the energy of the positive and negative forces to make anything actually exist and to function. That's the scientific standpoint. Now, if you're a religious person, you have other beliefs of how things came to be and why they are and all that, and that's fine. I mean, who knows? Nobody knows for sure. So it all comes down to belief and faith. And sometimes, you know, as you look at things, it has to make sense to you as a person, right? But let's go back to Aries. Aries, look at this beautiful, perfect little child. And how, why, how does this happen? You don't want to call that a miracle? I don't know how you cannot call it a miracle. That has to be the definition of miracle. Life, how children evolve, how they come into this world, and then instantly, every single day they're just building, they're growing, they're learning, they're experiencing, they're absorbing everything around them. It all becomes a part of them too. That's why I think this family has something that some families don't have the benefit of having. I think, and that's unfortunate. But I think for whatever reason, they seem to be completely devoted to each other. This is my observation and my belief. They are, all the adults or the older people in the picture here are devoted to raising these kids and trying to give them the best life that they can. Give them the most wide range of experiences that they can. We always see them doing stuff, you know, and that, of course, that's probably why you bust the camera out, right? But here they're not doing very much, and we're still getting to see them. And what's some masterpieces of engineering, aren't they? If you want to go full blown scientific, but what it really is, I mean, how can you not say that's some kind of a miracle from whatever standpoint you want to do it? You know, it's interesting to me that as much as we have made so many advancements and all that, I use this as an oversimplification of an example of something. There used to be a time when people thought they didn't know what stars were. Okay, then some smart people invented like the beginnings of telescopes or just observation. They started to think there were like planets, and of course, keep in mind that at one time everybody thought the world was flat, and there still are people that think the world is flat. Flat earthers, I think they call them, and the I mean, how do you, with no modern help or devices? Well, go all the way back to like the Aztecs and the Egyptians with their pyramids and laying it out to the pattern of the star Orion. I mean, and then most of these things are some kind of celestial calendar to tell you when to harvest and when to, to plant and all the other things that are crucial to life, right? And they figured that stuff out somehow with no tools of any type or anything to help them. They just had to do it through observation and passing the information along from generation to generation, and so they could accumulate enough information to know when things were going to happen, right? So yeah, it's interesting to me, all that stuff, and then they built huge monuments to the same, or at least in part, And of course, if you're going to build a bunch of pyramids that are great big giant pyramids, never been done before, how would you lay them out on the ground? In a row? In some kind of so they put them in alignment with Orion's belt, the constellation Orion's belt. I don't know why they did that, but it's interesting that it seems that they did that, and I don't know that we know for a fact that they absolutely did that on purpose, but it seems like it's pretty likely. Although, how could that just be a happenstance? Why wouldn't they build pyramids of perfection and they're not in a straight line? Okay, I don't think they made a mistake, honestly, but maybe they did. So we move on, and went on a little rant there. I'm sorry about that, but that's brought tears to my eyes. That these girls are just perfect, man. So let's watch this video again. And they're not the only girls that are perfect. They're not the only kids that are perfect. I think all kids are born equally perfect. And it's what they are born into that will determine, I think, in large part, the life that they live and who they become. And that's why these girls have such a great start, because they have a family that love them with no question, and always will. And they'll learn that as they get older, that their family's going to always be there for them, always. And they have that support and background and that foundation to work from. That, to me, is the greatest start in life that you can have, to know that. Because that's the way my mother brought me up, knowing that we didn't discuss it, we didn't have to talk about it, it wasn't anything, it was a daily conversation, but I always knew I had her support, and she was always going to be there for me. That's it. And by the way, that's different than if I did something wrong. She was still there for me. She's not going to tell me it's okay. It's sometimes you do things that are not okay. Okay, and I was a busy guy. I did a lot of stuff. Okay, I wasn't a criminal, but I was. I got in a lot of minor trouble, little stuff. I think I consider myself to be a fairly average type boy. I was always doing things, and some things I wasn't supposed to be doing. Stupid stuff as a kid, but. As an adult, I got in some more serious type of things, but nothing that I had to go to prison for or anything like that. I didn't get in that kind of trouble when I was a kid. Just courts and fines and that sort of thing. But anyhow, my mother was always there. If I had to go to court for something, she was sitting in the audience, whatever you call it, and. And if I did wrong, and I think everybody knows the difference between right and wrong, right? When you do something wrong, you pretty much all the time know you're doing something wrong. And then whether or not you accept the consequences if you get caught, well, that's a whole different thing, right? And are you going to go confess? No, probably not. The people got to catch you first, then maybe you'll fess up then. But it's the world I think is simpler than we make it, and then we get it overcomplicated, and then everything turns to shades of gray rather than being black and white. But what I mean by that is right and wrong, black and white, right? And then you start to justify things and make excuses, and we start to get gray. Everything is then gray. Yeah, it's okay for me to steal because I don't got anything, and that person's got it all, and I'm going to take it from them and even the playing field a little bit. No, that's not really. Yeah. There's something in that that's actually kind of true, but that ought to be the person that has it ought to offer to the person that doesn't have it. You don't take it, okay? I think there's certain etiquettes and protocols we have to follow in polite society, right? And just taking it is not probably the way to go about it. So anyway, boy, I'm getting on all kinds of rants here lately. So let me go move on here a little bit. This is the last of the 3 videos, I think, right? I forget now. Let me read the hashtags. Angelina Jordana, Angelina Jordan, best artist in the world, love you. Michelle, Princess, Juliette, Aries, Athena, positive vibes, important, family time, family fun, family dinner, kids, girl, Mozart's art. All that, those are great words right there. Original sound, Angelina Jordan. It's also true.
You can
this picture. So you have well, everybody is a unique piece of art and perfection. In the sense that, how are they even here? Is this too deep? I should just look at the picture and say, what a pretty picture. Yeah, I should then move on, right? I should just do that, but I'm not gonna. So we got Athena looking at these beautiful flowers, more perfection, and such an innocent curiosity, right? Perfection, all of it. Every bit of what I'm looking at is perfection. And that's what starts bringing tears in my eyes, is that the perfection of it, you know? I call myself a heathen, but how can I deny that this is a miracle? I can't. And does a miracle have to be a religious term? I don't know if it does or not. I'm not the person that equates relevance to everything. It's just my observations and opinions throughout my life. So what is it worth? Not much. Just what I say it. You listen to it. Makes sense to you. Grab it and hold on to it. And if not, move on to the next thing. Okay. I'm not the know all say all. I just like to. I'm here ranting today for whatever reason. I guess it's because I got to go get an angiogram. So I'm just reflecting on things. So let's go ahead and wash this out a little bit. Maybe, if the thing will go. There we go.
When you believe, somehow you will where you believe.
Oh my goodness. Absolute perfection.
In this time of fear, when prayer so often proves in vain, hope seems like the summer birds too swiftly flown away. Yet now I'm standing here, my heart's so full I can't explain. Seeking faith and speaking words I never.
Even then, Aries is getting a little fussy. Aries wants to go run around and do stuff. She wants to see things, touch things, look at things. You know, that's her. But you know, when you're in a bunch of people like this, I mean, you can't just let the kids run around and go wild, right? But you know, so there's some we'll call them colliding priorities. I think this family has done an outstanding job. Angelina is just I don't even know what to say about her. She's I think she's love personified. She's also has humility still intact. She has drive and focus to achieve her dreams, which is, that alone is something that is not all that much in fashion these days, from my observations. Most people want it given to them and feel they're entitled to it. They're willing to do some work, but not much. And that's what I've seen anyway, but that's just me. And I don't want to be negative about it. It's just an observation. You know, hey, when I grew up, I had jobs. I had people that worked with me, and some of them were really good workers, worked hard all day long, did a good job, and others were putting in their time waiting for the paycheck, you know. That's the way it is. It's always been that way. Now it seems like it's a little more leaning towards that direction, more so than it used to. All right, guys. Well, we're going to, I don't know why I'm moving that screen around. That's me being me. I'm always twidgeting around here. All right, guys. Have a nice day. Have a good day, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. We'll see you on the next video. I appreciate you being here. Bye-bye.